And on to debate number 2, viewers. Today is Christmas, and keeping up with his tradition, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi joined the celebrations at the Cathedral Church of Redemption in Delhi. He participated in prayers alongside a large congregation of Christians. There were carols, hymns, and a special prayer even. Now, these visuals had a message too. A message of Sabka Saath, a message of unity. Later on social media platform X, the Prime Minister wrote that may the teachings of Jesus Christ strengthen harmony in our society. Viewers, however, what we saw happening in other parts of the country was quite shocking. A day that was meant to be a celebration turned out to be a nightmare for some. Sample this. In UP's Bareilly, Christmas midnight mass was underway last night, and Fringe elements showed up and started raising Jai Shri Ram slogans and even chanted the Hanuman Chalisa. In Raipur, the city's main mall was decorated in Christmas spirit, and the VHP workers brought down Santa, even vandalizing the property. In Puri, a few days ago, Hindus selling Santa caps were told that this is a Hindu nation, hence you can only sell things related to Lord Jagannath. And here in Delhi, there were Christian women distributing Santa caps who were told to go home and celebrate. They were even accused of trying to convert. In Jabalpur, a few days ago, in a viral video, BJP's district vice president Anju Bhargav enters a church and starts assaulting a visually impaired woman. She's accused her of trying to convert a Hindu girl. Watch this video. Opposition has launched a scathing attack on the Prime Minister and the centre. The opposition has cited increase in attacks on Christians, saying that while the PM gives a message of unity and Sabka Saath, his ideological army is attacking Christians on Christmas Day.
रामनवमी हो या हनुमान जयंती हो तो साहब ये लोग चले जाएंगे मस्जिदों के बाहर डीजे बजा बजा के उकसाने वाले गाने लगा लगा के नाच रहे हैं। क्रिसमस है तो चर्च के बाहर हनुमान चालीसा पढ़ रहे हैं। आपने कभी सोचा है? मतलब बेवकूफी है, मूर्खता है, गुंडागर्दी है। ये खरपतवार है, और ये खरपतवार नतीजा है आरएसएस की जो जहरीले बीज जो इन्होंने बोए हैं, प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने बोए हैं, संघ ने बोए हैं, आज से नहीं कई सालों से बोल रहे हैं। ये खरपतवार उन्हीं बीजों से निकला है। लेकिन सुबह सुबह खुद चर्च जरूर चले गए, तो इस दौरे सियासत का इतना सा फसाना है।
But also showing respect for the cultural and religious traditions of all communities is central to Kerala politics. When our traditions are attacked, it is not only Christians who are attacked, it is all of us. Every Indian is assaulted.
ऐसी बीजेपी को आपने सत्ता में देश के अंदर बिठा दिया है, जो चर्च के सामने कल बरेली में हनुमान चालीसा का पाठ कर रहे हैं, कहीं सेंटा क्लॉज बना हुआ है उसको तोड़फोड़ कर रहे हैं, कहीं महिलाओं को घेर के मार रहे हैं, पीट रहे हैं। ऐसा हिंदुस्तान आप बनाना चाहते हैं?
भारतीय जनता पार्टी के और एक विंग जो है बजरंग दल, आप डरे हुए हैं। जो इनसिक्योर होते हैं ना, जो खुद ही महसूस करते हैं कि हम असुरक्षित हैं, वही अपना जो एक क्षमता का प्रदर्शन करता है। देश के हर राज्य की सरकारों को आशीर्वाद देते हैं। ये है जो आज क्रिसमस पालन किया जा रहा है, उसमें ये मैसेज आता है, और ये लोग कहते हैं कि चलो तोड़फोड़ करो।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
There have been few our panelists joining us. With us is Shaina NC, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena. We also have Jerome Anto, who's a political-religious observer. We have Tehseen Poonawalla, who continues with us from debate number 1. Dr. Yajini PM, spokesperson of the DMK, also joins us on the show. Shaina NC, let me begin by asking you, these pictures in different parts of the country, are really quite shocking, because in all of them, we are seeing people who are celebrating the festival and who are being targeted. In some cases, it's verbal abuse. In some cases, it's beyond that. And there's actually vandalism that takes place. The question is this: why has action not been taken against such individuals? At least to the best of my knowledge, there have been no arrests yet in any of these states. Shaina NC.
We'll come to that in a second, Madhav, but let me please say that I think it's absolutely gracious of the Honorable Prime Minister to continue a tradition that he's always held, which is on Christmas to go for this morning service to the Cathedral Church of Redemption in Delhi. He's been doing this for a while, and it spreads a message of love, peace, compassion, and as we say in Hindi, anekta mein ekta. And we must encourage harmony and goodwill in our society. So these so-called custodians or barbarians of our society who choose to disrespect each other, it could be today somebody disrespecting Hindu during the time of Diwali, that too needs to be condemned with the same kind of elasticity as it would be for somebody who enters a church and starts singing the Hanuman Chalisa. So let me please say unequivocally that I think law and order will take its course. The case obviously would be registered in a lot of the examples you cited. But the festival at large is a time of happiness, and it reflects us as a country in togetherness. And when we talk about our constitution and secularism, what does it say? It says Hindu, Sikh, Muslim, Isai. I mean, it's basically every caste, creed, culture that we need to look up to. We need to speak up unequivocally. And please understand that the Prime Minister is led by example. He has always said Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas, Sabka Vishwas. And that is testimony in this kind of a tribute where he not only offers prayers, but he also is a part of the carols, the hymns, the special prayer for the country, which was conducted by Reverend Dr. Paul Swaroop, the Bishop of Delhi. So I think it's a very good sentiment, and let's see the positives rather than cherry picking on stray incidents here and there, which will be dealt with in accordance with law.
Dr. Yarni PM, your party's leader, Mr. Stalin, has come down, has spoken about the need to ensure that the majority sees that the minority does not feel threatened in any way. How do you respond to Shaina NC saying the important part is that the Prime Minister has participated in the festivities? Don't give too much credit to the fringe elements that may have done this. Legal action will follow. Your response, Dr. Yarini.
No, just attending an event today morning on the eve of Christmas doesn't ensure the harmony that the BJP, RSS, the entire ecosystem, most importantly, it is not an isolated incident that's happening today. Over the last few years, the targeted attack on minorities has been constantly increasing. If you compare 2023 and 2024, there were almost 100 extra targeted attacks on the Christians in India. So what is the Prime Minister doing? Basically, if you look at the data which is happening in this year, it's in the BJP rule state, there's been continuous, targeted attacks on the Christian. If you look at a pattern, it happens on the Sundays, especially during the times of the carols, the Christian gatherings, that they are specifically targeting the Christian gatherings. So it is not just, as the BJP spokesperson is saying, that, it's just a fringe element. It is actually an it's an orchestrated attack on the minority that is happening in India, by the BJP RSS. And today, it's actually not new to India. We know what happened in
Okay, I think we're losing that line. Jerome Anto, I want you to respond to that. These are targeted attacks that are taking place. Don't just brush them aside, calling them fringe elements. That's what the DMK spokesperson says. Respond to her, please.
First of all, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to be on this panel. Wish you and all the panelists a happy Christmas. I extend my wishes to all the Christians in this country. I also extend Christmas wishes to people in the US and Europe and in Australia who are unable to celebrate Christmas today. We as minorities in this country, we as Christians in this country, do not need to go to the court to seek permission to celebrate Christmas, unlike the Hindus who have to seek permission, who have restrictions on celebrating Diwali, on celebrating Dashera, on celebrating, on lighting a lamp on a mountain. So please do not frame your ideology and narrative from your lens. We as Christians are happy. There are stray incidents. Law and order is of the state. Let the state take it. Do not expect the Prime Minister to come and clean the Nali. Okay, that is the job of the corporation. Okay, so please do not try and gaslight us Christians. Christians are happy. We celebrated Christmas efficiently. One more thing, your false narrative. People in the north say Christians in south are in trouble. People in the south say Christians in north are in trouble. So these kind of false narratives happens. So please do not gaslight us. I request you, let's celebrate this. And I wholeheartedly thank the Prime Minister for this great gesture.
Okay.
He's been doing it time and again.
Dr. Yarni wants to respond to you. But Dr. Yarni, it's interesting. Actually, the thought had not crossed my mind. But it's interesting that he mentioned court permissions required for celebrations. And that's quite a similar situation to what we are seeing relating to the Deepam Rao in Tamil Nadu currently that's unfolding. Respond.
Okay. First, let me respond to his, the lens that he is speaking about. It is the Christian organizations, that have actually petitioned the Union Home Ministry for protection, citing a significant increase in the targeted violence on the Christians. It's not a narrative that we are setting, but it's the Christian organizations that have, approached the Union Home Ministry. And with regards to your question regarding the Deepam incident in Tamil Nadu, let me first clarify. Let me first clarify on what he says. With regards to the Deepam issue in Tamil Nadu, the Tamil Nadu government and the people of Tamil Nadu, we want to protect the ritual that we've been following in the Murugan temple for decades and centuries. Okay, the BJP RSS cannot walk in and impose a new tradition just because they want to incite a communal disharmony in the state. Let me talk about Amitosh Parekh, the VHP spokesperson, who again he spoke about Michael Patti. Okay, even in case of the Michael Patti, Annamalai, he tried to inculcate a communal disharmony in Tamil Nadu by alleging a false narrative of the conversion. Okay. The CBI itself it told in the Madurai bench.
Okay, let me bring in Tehseen now. I want Tehseen to come in and then I bring in the other panelists. Yes, Tehseen, your response to the charges that have been made by other panelists. Quick response, please.
First of all, a Merry Christmas to the fellow panelist who's a Christian on your show, and again to Shaina and to the other panelists from the DMK. Look, two things very importantly. Very gracious of the Prime Minister. He continues this tradition. The Prime Minister speaks about sabka saath, sabka vikas. But somebody from the lowest lowest post in the Honorable Prime Minister's office would just call up the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh and say, Anu Bhargav, there must be an FIR against her. She hit a blind woman in a church. A blind woman. Madhav, I expect you to play that visual. That woman was crying. An FIR is not
definitely playing that visual. We are definitely playing that visual.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. This is same as the Madhya Pradesh minister who called Colonel Sophia Qureshi terrorist ki behan. FIR was registered after Supreme Court said nothing happened. The Prime Minister promises us women dignity. He promises minorities will be protected. People in his organization continue to believe. Somebody in the Union Home Minister's office, the lowest, the person the lowest rank, just calls up the Honorable Chief Minister in Chhattisgarh and said these goons who vandalized the mall in Raipur, they should be arrested. It will take 1 second for them to be arrested, not more than that. They will not do it. That is the problem. The problem is it seems like while the Prime Minister may want to protect, and I do believe his intentions, that we should be united as a country, people below him are either not in his control or he allows them to run.
Okay. Are the people...
He's the most powerful Prime Minister in the world. If he is, and these organizations are doing it on his...
Well, I think law and order is a state subject. One has to grant that. I think the point that Mr. Anto made was exactly this, that you can't equate what is going to happen. All right. Shaina wants to respond to you. Shaina.
Just a brief point. Today even the Vice President, Mr. C.P. Radhakrishnan, when he talked about Christmas greetings, what was he saying? He said we need to highlight Christ's message of building stronger, a more caring community and to promote lasting peace. That is what the Prime Minister went for today. Now, in a country where you have 140 crore Indians and you have stray incidents, one happening here, one happening there, condemn it in totality, let law and order take its course, let the guilty be brought to task, but do not then compare that to a mission which is based on compassion, hope, timeless tradition.
Tehseen wants to respond to you. Quick rebuttal from Tehseen. I'm coming back.
You personally, I know how secular you are. You think Anu Bhargav should be kicked out by the BJP for hitting a blind woman? Yes or no? Don't know what about me. Should she be kicked out or no? Forget Prime Minister. Should the BJP Madhya Pradesh kick her out or no?
Okay.
Should the minister?
I feel definitely that visual is abhorrent. There is no two ways about it. And even those who are interfering in the personal practice of peacefully celebrating their religion, she has been show cause to the best of my knowledge. But nevertheless, Shaina.
I feel 2-3 things. Let's not mix issues. The Prime Minister going to the Cathedral Church of Redemption is... I am getting an audio which is completely different on my phone. But
we can hear you loud and clear. Please go ahead.
Yeah, all
apologize
I'm
for
saying
poor
is that
connection. Please go ahead.
the Prime Minister going to this morning service at the Cathedral at the Redemption Church in New Delhi, I think is a message which is loud and clear that we stand for equality, we stand for inclusiveness and unity in diversity.
Okay.
That is the takeaway. Stray incidents
You know,
which
I don't
continue
think,
to
you know,
coexist,
we have a
of course
structure
we
of governance. I think Anto put it very well,
and there is
that when it comes to cleaning up the sewers, you have to hold the municipal corporation accountable. Law and order in different states, the state police, the state governments are accountable. But certainly a message has to be sent, because this kind of unprovoked violence, if it is indeed unprovoked violence, and there are in some states allegations of illegal conversion, if that's the case, then these so-called activists who are showing their bravado should go and file an FIR with the proof that they have in a court of law, at a police station. They have all legal avenues. Force is not something, violence is not something that any civilized society should be allowing. Shaina NC, Jerome Anto, Tehseen Poonawala, Dr. Yarni, thanks so much for joining us.